10 exercises that solve 95% of your problems. Have you ever stopped to think that a few simple movements can completely transform your body and improve your quality of life? The truth is that, most of the time, we do not need sophisticated equipment or spend hours in the gym to achieve real results. Basic, accessible, and highly effective exercises can help combat common problems such as back pain, muscle weakness, lack of mobility, poor balance, and bad posture. That is why, in this content, we will present exercises that develop the main physical capabilities of the human body, helping you gain strength, endurance, stability, and a better quality of life. And there is one exercise in particular that is considered one of the most important of all, so it is worth following every step. Exercise 1. The wall sit that strengthens the entire body. You have probably seen someone leaning against a wall pretending to sit on an invisible chair. It looks simple, but do not be fooled. This is one of the most effective exercises for strengthening the legs, improving balance, and increasing muscular endurance. The most interesting part is that it does not require a gym, equipment, or much space. All you need is a wall. When you perform a wall sit, your muscles are working the entire time. Your thighs begin to burn, your glutes become engaged, and even your core helps keep your body stable. It is this continuous tension that makes the exercise so effective. There is another important benefit as well. It creates very little impact on the joints. That is why it is widely used by physical therapists and fitness professionals to help people regain strength and stability without overloading the knees and hips. In addition to strengthening the legs, this exercise helps with everyday activities that many people do not even notice. Getting up from the couch, climbing stairs, walking for long periods, and even maintaining good posture become easier when your leg muscles are strong. And it is not just a matter of physical strength. Holding the position for several seconds requires concentration and mental endurance. During the first few days, you may feel like giving up quickly, but as you continue practicing, you will notice that both your body and mind become more resilient. To perform it correctly, place your back against a wall and position your feet slightly forward. Then slowly slide down until your knees are bent, as if you were sitting in a chair. Keep your back against the wall, tighten your core, and hold the position. If you are just starting out, try to hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. It may not sound like much, but for someone who has never done it before, it is an excellent start. Over time, increase it to 45 seconds, then 1 minute, and if possible, exceed 90 seconds. The secret is not staying longer at any cost. The secret is maintaining proper form throughout the entire exercise. Few movements are as simple and, at the same time, as effective for strengthening the legs, protecting the joints, and improving quality of life. And this is only the first exercise on the list. The next ones may provide even greater benefits for your mobility, balance, and independence over the years. Exercise 2. Calf raises. The calves are one of those muscles that many people only notice when they start to hurt. Although they are often ignored in workouts, they play a fundamental role in nearly every movement we make throughout the day. Every time you walk, climb stairs, run, jump, or simply stand, your calves are working. They function as a kind of support engine for movement and help maintain the body's balance and stability. In addition, they serve an extremely important function in blood circulation. Many experts call the calves the second heart because their contraction helps pump blood back to the upper part of the body, improving circulation and reducing swelling in the legs. The calf raise exercise is simple but extremely effective. Best of all, it can be done almost anywhere. Simply stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Then slowly raise your heels until you are standing on the balls of your feet. At the top of the movement, pause briefly and contract your calves as much as possible. Then slowly lower yourself, controlling the movement until your heels almost touch the floor. This detail of lowering slowly makes all the difference. It is during this phase that the muscle works intensely and becomes stronger. To begin, perform 10 to 15 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets. As you become stronger, you can perform the exercise on one leg only or use a step to increase the range of motion and make the challenge greater. Strengthening the calves means reducing the impact on the ankles, knees, and hips. It also means improving endurance for longer walks and reducing the risk of future injuries. It may seem like a small muscle, but when it is weak, the entire body feels the consequences. Exercise 3. Superman. The next exercise has an interesting name, Superman. And the reason is simple. During the movement, you assume a position similar to someone flying like the famous superhero. But do not be fooled by its simple appearance. This is one of the best exercises for strengthening the posterior chain, a group of muscles that is extremely important for the body's health and function. The posterior chain includes the lower back, glutes, back muscles, and the back of the legs. The problem is that most people spend too much time sitting and end up strengthening only the front side of the body, while these muscles become progressively weaker. The result often appears in the form of lower back pain, rounded posture, loss of balance, and reduced stability during simple everyday activities. That is exactly where the Superman exercise comes in. By strengthening the entire posterior region of the body, it helps improve posture, protect the spine, and increase overall stability. This is especially important for people who spend hours sitting while working or driving. Today, we spend hours sitting while working, driving, watching television, or looking at our phones. Over time, this causes the lower back muscles to weaken, the hip flexors to tighten, and posture to gradually deteriorate. That is why so many people suffer from back pain, lower back stiffness, and a constant feeling of discomfort. The Superman exercise helps combat exactly these problems. To perform the movement, lie face down with your arms extended in front of your body and your legs fully stretched out. Then simultaneously lift your arms, chest, and legs a few inches off the ground, as if you were trying to fly. At the highest point of the movement, squeeze your glutes and back muscles. Hold the position for 2 or 3 seconds, and then slowly return to the starting position. The secret is not to lift as high as possible. The secret is to feel your back muscles working and keep the movement controlled throughout the entire exercise. If you are just starting out, do not worry if it feels difficult. You can initially lift only your arms or only your legs. As your strength increases, the full movement will become much more natural. The most important thing is to feel your back, glute, and lower back muscles working together. When performed regularly, the Superman exercise helps strengthen the muscles responsible for stabilizing the spine, improves posture, and reduces the tension accumulated throughout the day. Over time, this exercise can help relieve back pain, improve body alignment, and significantly increase lower back strength, one of the most important areas for maintaining independence and quality of life as we age. For people who spend a lot of time sitting, this may be one of the most important exercises in their entire routine. Exercise 4. Bulgarian split squat. If there were a single exercise capable of developing strength, balance, coordination, and stability all at the same time, the Bulgarian split squat would certainly be near the top of the list. Many people spend years training their legs without realizing that one side of the body is usually stronger than the other. This difference may seem small, but it increases the risk of injury and limits physical performance. That is exactly why the Bulgarian split squat is so effective. Because it works one leg at a time, it becomes much easier to identify muscle imbalances and strengthen the weaker side. In addition, it heavily recruits the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings while improving hip mobility and constantly challenging balance. To perform the movement, you will need a bench or sturdy chair approximately knee height. Stand with your back to the bench and place one foot on it. Then take a step forward with the other leg. Keeping your torso upright and your core engaged, slowly lower yourself by bending the knee of your front leg. The goal is to bring your back knee close to the floor without touching it. When your front thigh is nearly parallel to the ground, push through your heel to return to the starting position. Perform 8 to 12 repetitions on each leg. The great advantage of this exercise is its versatility. Beginners can perform it using only their body weight. More experienced individuals can use dumbbells, kettlebells, or even barbells to increase the intensity. In addition to strengthening the legs, this movement improves everyday activities such as climbing stairs, carrying groceries, standing up from a chair, and walking with greater stability. For this reason, it is widely used by both athletes and people who simply want to age with greater strength and independence. Exercise 5. Shoulder tap plank. The traditional plank is already considered one of the best exercises for strengthening the abdominal muscles and the core. However, there is a variation that takes all of these benefits to another level, the shoulder tap plank. What makes this exercise so special is that it adds movement to a position that is normally static. This forces the entire body to work harder to maintain stability. In addition to the abdominal muscles, it activates the shoulders, chest, lower back, and several stabilizing muscles that are essential for protecting the spine and improving posture. To perform this exercise correctly, your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Avoid letting your hips sag or rise too high, because this reduces activation of the correct muscles and decreases the effectiveness of the movement. To begin, get into a high plank position with your hands aligned directly beneath your shoulders and your feet positioned hip-width apart. From there, without rocking your body, lift one hand off the floor and touch the opposite shoulder. Then return your hand to the floor and repeat on the other side. It seems simple, but within the first few seconds you will notice how hard your abdominal muscles must work to prevent your hips from rotating or swaying. This body control is exactly what makes the exercise so effective. The challenge is not simply touching the shoulder. The real objective is preventing your body from rotating during the movement. And that is exactly where the magic happens. When you try to keep your torso completely stable, the deep abdominal muscles engage to protect the spine and maintain proper body alignment. This type of strength is extremely useful in everyday life. Every time you bend down to pick something up from the floor, carry a bag in only one hand, or move a heavy object, your body must resist rotation. The stronger your core is, the better protected your spine will be. The more motionless you can keep the rest of your body during the movement, the greater the benefit for core strength and overall stability. Over time, this extra strength carries over into almost everything. Better posture, less back pain, improved balance, and greater confidence when performing everyday movements. For beginners, an excellent alternative is to perform the exercise with the knees resting on the floor. The important thing is to maintain control of the torso throughout the movement. Those looking for a greater challenge can bring their feet closer together or even add ankle weights. Best of all, this exercise can be used at almost any point during a workout, during the warm-up, in the main portion of the session, or even as a final challenge to test your endurance. Exercise 6. Lateral lunge. When we think about leg exercises, we usually imagine movements that go forward and backward. But real life does not work that way alone. We change direction, avoid obstacles, step sideways, and need to maintain balance in different situations. That is exactly why the lateral lunge is so important. Unlike the traditional squat, which primarily works in a straight line, this exercise challenges the body in a direction that many people rarely train: lateral movement. This simple detail improves hip mobility, increases flexibility, and strengthens muscles that are essential for overall body stability. To perform the movement, stand with your feet hip-width apart and your core engaged. Take a wide step to the side with one leg. Then bend the knee of that leg while pushing your hips back, as if you were sitting down in a chair. The other leg remains straight. Throughout the movement, keep your chest open and your torso upright. Your knee should track in the same direction as your foot, avoiding any inward collapse. Then push through your heel to return to the starting position and repeat on the other side. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions for each leg. The lateral lunge primarily strengthens the glutes, quadriceps, and adductors, muscles responsible for maintaining the stability of the hips and legs. In addition, it helps correct muscular imbalances that accumulate over the years and increases the body's ability to react to unexpected movements, reducing the risk of falls and injuries. For people who participate in sports such as soccer, tennis, or basketball, the benefits are even greater. But even for those who simply want to age with greater mobility and independence, this exercise is extremely valuable. Exercise 7. Hollow body hold. We have now reached the exercise that many experts consider one of the most important on the entire list. The hollow body hold may look simple from the outside, but just a few seconds in the position is enough to realize how demanding it is. This exercise is widely used by gymnasts and high-level athletes because it develops something fundamental: body control. And even before improving athletic performance, it strengthens an area that influences virtually every movement you make: the core. When we talk about the core, many people think only about the abdominal muscles. In reality, we are referring to a group of muscles that stabilize the spine, protect the lower back, and transfer force between the upper and lower body. A strong core improves posture, reduces back pain, increases balance, and makes it easier to perform almost any exercise. To perform this exercise correctly, lie on your back with your arms extended overhead and your legs completely straight. Now comes the important part. Slightly lift your shoulders, head, and legs off the floor, creating a gentle curve in your body, as if you were forming the shape of a banana or canoe. Throughout the exercise, your abdomen should remain fully engaged, and your lower back must stay pressed firmly against the floor. This detail makes all the difference. If your lower back starts to lift away from the floor, it means your abdominal muscles are not working properly, and the exercise loses its effectiveness because it is failing to stabilize your spine correctly. During the first few seconds, you will likely feel intense activation in your abdominal muscles. This is completely normal. The goal is not to stay in the position for a very long time. The goal is to maintain perfect technique for as long as possible. At first, try holding the position for 20 to 30 seconds. Over time, as your strength improves, you may be able to hold it for 1 minute or even longer. If it feels too difficult, that is perfectly fine. You can bend your knees or keep your arms at your sides to reduce the intensity. The reason this exercise is so highly valued by athletes and gymnasts is simple. It teaches the body how to create stability. And stability means protection for the spine. When the core is strong, nearly every movement becomes safer and more efficient. You gain better body control, improve your posture, and reduce the risk of lower back pain. That is why, despite appearing simple, the hollow body hold is one of the most complete exercises for developing true abdominal strength. Exercise 8. Hip thrust. If there is one exercise that has revolutionized glute training in recent years, it is the hip thrust. Although many people know it only as an exercise for improving the appearance of the glutes, its benefits go far beyond aesthetics. Strong glutes are essential for walking, running, climbing stairs, lifting objects from the ground, and protecting the lower back. When the glutes are weak, other parts of the body end up compensating for their work, especially the lower back and knees. And that is where many problems begin. To perform the hip thrust, place your upper back against a bench or elevated surface. Position your feet on the floor in line with your hips. If you are just starting, use only your body weight. As you progress, you can add dumbbells or a barbell. From this position, drive your heels into the floor and raise your hips until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. At the top of the movement, squeeze your glutes as hard as possible and hold the contraction for 1 or 2 seconds. Then lower yourself slowly. A very common mistake is excessively arching the lower back. The movement should come from the glutes, not the back. The hip thrust is used by sprinters, soccer players, Olympic athletes, and everyday people because it develops power, stability, and functional strength. And best of all, it is often more comfortable for people with knee limitations when compared to exercises such as squats. If you want to increase the difficulty, you can use resistance bands, add weight, or even perform the exercise on one leg. Regardless of the variation chosen, the benefits remain the same: stronger glutes, better posture, and greater stability throughout the entire body. Exercise 9. Reverse crunch. When most people think about abdominal exercises, they immediately picture traditional crunches where the torso moves up and down. But there is an alternative that is often more effective and much friendlier to the spine: the reverse crunch. This exercise places much of the workload on the lower abdominal region, an area that is frequently neglected in many training programs. In addition, it reduces strain on the neck and upper back. To perform it, lie on your back. Keep your knees bent at approximately 90 degrees. Your arms remain at your sides with your palms facing down. Now tighten your abdominal muscles and slightly lift your hips off the floor, bringing your knees toward your chest. The movement should be controlled. Avoid using momentum or swinging your legs. Then slowly return to the starting position without allowing your feet to touch the floor. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions. The reverse crunch is an excellent complement to exercises such as the plank and the hollow body hold because it strengthens a specific area of the core that many people struggle to activate. In addition to helping define the abdominal muscles, it improves trunk stability and teaches the body how to protect the spine during everyday movements. Exercise 10. Battle ropes. Finally, we have an exercise that is completely different from the previous ones. Battle ropes combine strength, cardiovascular endurance, and coordination into a single movement. Few exercises can raise the heart rate so dramatically in such a short amount of time. And what is most interesting is that this happens without creating excessive impact on the joints. To perform the movement, hold one rope in each hand. Position your feet shoulder-width apart and maintain a slight bend in your knees. Then move your arms up and down alternately, creating continuous waves in the ropes. While doing this, keep your core engaged and avoid arching your lower back. Most people quickly realize that it is not just the arms doing the work. The shoulders, back, abdominal muscles, and even the legs are involved in the exercise. Typically, intervals of 20 to 30 seconds are enough to significantly increase the intensity. The ropes also offer countless possibilities. You can create simultaneous waves, perform circular movements, combine them with squats, or even include lunges during the exercise. The result is an extremely complete workout. In addition to the physical benefits, battle ropes develop mental endurance. As fatigue increases, you must continue generating force while maintaining proper technique. And this ability to keep going even when discomfort appears is a skill that transfers to many other areas of life. Now you know 10 exercises that, together, train virtually all of the most important physical capacities for a healthy life. They strengthen the legs, glutes, back, abdominal muscles, and shoulders. They improve posture, increase mobility, develop balance, protect the joints, and help reduce the risk of pain and injuries. The most important thing is not doing all of the exercises at once. The most important thing is to start. Choose a few of them, practice regularly, and stay consistent. Because when it comes to health and fitness, it is not perfect workouts that transform the body. It is the workouts you actually do, week after week. Your body appreciates every movement you choose to make today. And the sooner you start, the greater the benefits you will enjoy in the future.